This is the XbotGo auto tracking gimbal. So it's not only a phone gimbal, but it's also your AI cameraman. So if you or a family member, let's say you have a kid and they play a lot of sports, this is one of the things that I highly suggest you guys take a look at, because you'll be able to document your sporting activity fairly easily with this automated cameraman. But first of all, it is a mobile phone gimbal. So what it does, it stabilizes your footage when you're filming on your phone. So it's great when you are doing some phone videography or when you are vlogging and you don't want your footage to be too shaky. This is a fairly lightweight, fairly small, compact, and affordable mobile phone gimbal with the added feature of an AI cameraman to automatically take footage of the certain type of activity that you designated to capture. But before we get to the team sports tracking feature that this mobile phone gimbal is mainly known for, I'll quickly talk about the other feature that this also includes. So with the included app, there is a Follow Me 2.0 mode where you can track yourself. So if you're filming yourself and you want your phone to track your movements, this has that feature. And it has gesture control, so you don't have to run back and forth your phone to start and stop recording. And because it is just a gimbal and an app available for iOS and Android, it is compatible to a lot of the modern phones. Call it! When you purchase this, in the box comes with the actual gimbal, this little stand so that you can set it on a tabletop or on the floor. There is a package that includes a remote, because if you want to be truly hands-free and truly away from managing your gimbal and letting the AI cameraman do its thing, a remote will be very, very handy. And comes with this very simple pouch. Using this is fairly simple. You get the gimbal in its folded compact state, so it folds up very nicely, so it's easy to carry in the pouch, put it in your small camera bag, maybe even in your pocket. You can attach this to the included mini tripod or a bigger tripod. XBot also includes a package with a 13-foot tripod, so you can really put this very high up and really capture the entire action on the field. There is a directional arrow on where you want your phone's camera to be pointed out. Clamp your phone onto the gimbal. Assuming that your gimbal is charged, you just turn it on. It starts off on the portrait mode. You download the app, and using Bluetooth, you connect the gimbal to your phone. And once your phone is connected to your gimbal, it appears as one of the devices available when you open the XBot Auto Tracking Gimbal app. Then all you have to do is click on the little camera symbol, select a recording mode. So what is available right now is soccer, basketball, hockey, but in beta there is power soccer, there is football, lacrosse, and the Follow Me mode. Here's a little sample of the Follow Me mode. You just tap yourself and then a little blue box shows up and then follows you around. You raise your hand to start or stop recording. It's not the most reliable, but you can use gesture controls to start and stop recording, say you're a little bit farther away from your camera. And this could be a real cool way for you to film yourself if you're doing some talking heads or you need B-roll when you are moving around a particular space. But in the team sports tracking mode, once you pick the appropriate sport, let's say I'm picking soccer right now, you can select the field size, whether the game is a 5-on-5, 7-on-7, 9-on-9, or a very large 11-on-11 game. And you can select the age group, whether it's over or under 14. When you're over 14, the action tends to be a little bit faster. So the programming with the camera tracking becomes a little bit more attuned and quick. Once you start recording, you can press the power button again to orientate your camera landscape-wise. And then here you have a whole slew of different functions. You have the home button, brings you back to the home screen. There is a function where you can connect and sign up to games.xbotgo.com, where you can have a live scoreboard function, because also part of the feature is a live service where you can stream the game so people not there live on the field can watch what's happening. You can select the resolution of how you'd want to film. Currently, it's only 720 and 1080p options, regardless of whether your camera can film 4K or more. That's what the limitations of this particular app has right now. You can still pinch in and out the screen if you want it to be a little bit more zoomed in or a little bit farther out. You can mute the recording, but also if you just want to see a clear screen, there's a hide icons button right there. When you click a little bit deeper into the settings with these three buttons, these three dots, the ellipsis button, there's additional recording settings where you can customize. You can limit the max video duration. All that does is it will make another file after that particular max duration. So if you have a 45-minute game and you had a max duration set at 30 minutes, it'll cut the first video at 30 and then continue on to the next video. Makes it a little bit easier to download the photos from your phone to your computer. You can have a screen auto dim function on, so save a little bit more battery. You can have the timestamp settings so that it shows what time you're filming that particular footage. And there's an auto zoom function where the AI camera will auto zoom to the most interesting part of that particular sport. So whether it's following the person that has the ball, it'll determine which is the most pertinent thing in the frame is, and it'll auto zoom in and out of those particular actions. And of course, you want to turn on auto tracking so that the camera itself will move from one side of the field to the other, follow the action for you. I've been loving using this even in just the very simple rec leagues that me and my friends and me and my colleagues have been entering the past couple of months. It is always just fun to document and share memories to everyone. Who knows, you might capture an amazing play or just something funny that you can kind of reminisce and enjoy together as a group. I also foresee this as a very important tool, say if you are trying to work out your game, you're trying to coach your kids' games and provide film to review and improve for the next session. Also, if you have kids, it's like documenting them improve and grow and just those memories when they are learning to play organized sports or see their budding passions in action. I would be remiss to not share some of the cons though. So first, like the build quality, it is very plasticky. It is of very light plastic, but that makes this a lot more portable, a lot easier to carry around, encourages you to use it a lot more. And of course, because it is AI based, it is still learning. The tracking, although it works, is still not 100% reliable. I wouldn't even venture to say that it's around 90% reliable. It gets the job done for general coverage, but if you're like me in New York playing in smaller places like indoor at Chelsea Piers or half a field where you don't have that real full panoramic view, to put this in a place where there's no obstruction, sometimes the tracking is not as fast as well. Still highly usable if you're like rec league or amateurs, and we're not pros, this is not for professional leagues yet, but for personal use, I think it's more than enough. Maxing out at 1080p is also quite a bummer, but I myself don't even use 1080p. I put this at 720 and then use an older phone because I don't want to lock up my phone whenever I'm playing my rec leagues as well. You are limited to those particular resolutions as well as limited to the capabilities of your phone. So if you have an older phone with a non-reliable battery, you might drain the battery, have filming 20, 30, 60-minute long videos at a time. If you don't have enough hard disk space to capture all that footage, you are limited by those. There's no external recording available. And even the other fun functions like the follow me mode, though the tracking I'm pretty satisfied with, actually quite impressed. The gesture controls is a little bit lacking. It very hit or miss whenever I want to start and stop the recording. Overall though, for personal use, this is such a fun tool to have if you're into recreational activities, you're into sports. If you're like me who joins quite a number of different rec leagues personally and with my colleagues in the office, it's just super fun to have some film, share it around, rewatch it, maybe clip one or two awesome moves you might be able to capture with this AI gimbal. So finally, this package with the gimbal, mini tripod stands, and the remote is $248. There is a package with a 13-foot tripod, which I actually highly suggest if you're going to document a lot. It's best to have this gimbal and your phone way up high so that it can have a cleaner, more non-obstructive view to pan left and right to capture that particular game. Again, this is the XbotGo smartphone gimbal with AI camera controls for sport tracking. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you found this helpful at all, I would love for you guys to subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. I publish one live performance art video every week, and I have a lot of camera gear thoughts and reviews that's coming down the pipeline. I also have a monthly Fun Shoot podcast where I talk to image makers and light shapers about their creativity and their process of artistry. And I post behind the scenes video of my photo shoots. I hope one or all of those are of interest so I can see you guys back here all the time. Once again, thank you for your time. See you in the next video. Bye.